Hi, I'm Rachel Collins, and today I'm talking to you about going organic. What is it we're actually paying for, and is it worth the extra money? So unfortunately, when we buy organic produce, it is often more expensive. And if you've ever tried to grow your own veggies in the garden, you probably know why. It's flipping hard growing tomatoes and keeping them safe from snails and caterpillars without using any pesticides. But organic means so much more than just pesticide free. So, organic farming is one of the most environmentally and animal friendly ways of farming, and actually, organically farmed animals tend to have the highest standards, in terms of animal welfare. Antibiotic use is limited, so it's restricted to when the animal is actually unwell rather than there being routine use all the time in the animals. And growth hormone is prohibited. So that's really, really important for our health and well-being. So, and I'll come on to that in a moment. The use of artificial fertilisers is completely banned, and they keep the land fertile through crop rotation and using manure and clover. And also, organic certification lets us know that our food is GMO or genetically modified organism free, which again is really, really important for our health. So organic farming methods recognise that link between our farming and our health. Now, all of this is really strictly regulated, which is what makes it more expensive.
So why is this all important for your health? Well, organic foods are lower in toxins. So non-organic foods are going to have higher levels of chemicals and pesticides in them, higher levels of antibiotics and hormones, and they are all toxic to your body. Toxins cause inflammation, which leads to disease. Let's get more specifically into antibiotics now. In organic food, organic farming, antibiotic use is restricted to when the animal is actually ill and needs the antibiotics, rather than being used routinely all the time. Now, in hospitals, they have really, really strict medicines use policies around the use of antibiotics, because in the past, when we haven't had that, we've had these outbreaks of antibiotic resistant bacteria, and we've got these mutated strains of bacteria now that are resistant to antibiotics because they were overused. Yet in our farming, we're allowing overuse of antibiotics to continue, and you're eating the food that is laced with all these antibiotics. So you're not only are you kind of putting yourself at risk of these mutated bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics, you're also going to be creating an imbalance in your own gut of the good and the bad bacteria. Antibiotics wipe out bacteria, and you need your gut to be colonized with bacteria. It's really, really important. So in taking antibiotics, you are wiping out the good bacteria. You're probably also wiping out bad bacteria too, but that clean slate kind of allows for the wrong bacteria to grow, and it upsets the gut health balance. Now, a huge amount of your immune system is in the gut. Also, around 95% of your serotonin is produced in the gut. So not only is this your physical health that we're talking about, but your mental health as well. So your overall health and well-being starts in the gut. You don't want to mess that up. Now, the other thing that is completely banned, not just restricted, but banned in the use of organic farming is the use of growth hormones. So normally farmers will use growth hormones to get their animals fattened up for market quicker, and this reduces the cost of farming the animals. But why on earth would you want to flood your body with a growth hormone? Hormones lie in a very delicate balance, especially for women. They lie in very delicate balance already. And you know that if your hormones are out of balance, you feel a little bit crazy, or it can affect everything. It really does affect everything. Now, there is a theory, a fairly valid scientific theory, that says we've all got cancer cells in our body, and it's just whether or not the environment that we create for ourselves triggers the growth of those cells into a full-blown cancer diagnosis. And growth hormones are going to trigger growth. And if you've got cancer cells there that are waiting for a trigger, you don't want growth hormones in your body. Now, it may be that you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, but come on, I'm vegetarian, I don't really eat meat. In fact, I'm predominantly vegan and I don't even consume milk or any animal products. So what's this got to do with me? Well, the other thing that the organic certification gives you is confirmation that you're not getting any nasty ingredients at all in your food. So I don't know if you remember back to like 2011, there were headlines about arsenic in chicken. And bear with me on this, vegans and vegetarians, it is relevant to you as well. So what happens when you get arsenic in chicken is you get arsenic in the chicken waste. That waste, that manure, is used to fertilise other crops. And that's how you end up with headlines like arsenic in apples. Now that wouldn't happen with organic apples because they would have to have organic fertiliser. So, this does apply to you if you're vegan or vegetarian. Now, finally, there is kind of the good news on the flip side, which is if you are eating organic food, you're actually getting far better nutrition. So it's not just that non-organic food can be bad for you, it's that organic food can be really, really good for you. It's got a higher density of vitamins and minerals in it. And the other thing that they found is that animal products have got better ratios of essential fatty acids in them. So all of the omega essential fatty acids are really, really important in our diet. And some of them get a bit of a bad reputation. Everyone says, oh, the omega-3 is the good one, the 6 is the bad one. And actually, they are all needed in our diet. And it's more down to the ratio of the two of them together. You need to make sure you've got more of the 3 than of the 6, and it starts to go wrong if you've got more of the 6. And what we're seeing in organic produce is that you've got the perfect ratios of these essential fatty acids. Isn't that amazing? So I know it's more expensive to buy organic food. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about exactly how to go organic when you're on a budget, because I do not want you to have no food in your fridge because you've brought one organic item. I would much rather you have a fridge load of fresh fruits and vegetables and you're really nourishing your body that way. So non-organic produce is definitely better than no fresh produce whatsoever. Tune into the next video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And let me know what you think. Have you ever considered organic food before? Do you just see it as an expensive waste of money, or do you always try and buy organic? I'd love to know. So comment below the video. Take care now.